It was a time where dudes would see me, be like, yo, V, what up? When's your next shit? Like, when's something new? Like, nigga, I just dropped something yesterday. What the fuck was you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, that shit was happening for a minute. So you like, that right there could frustrate you. You know what I'm saying? When you know you putting out and you working your ass off, but everybody ain't getting it. But that's when I learned, you know, your marketing got to be bigger than the actual product.
Yeah, Stage One podcast. Stoop to store, legacy to legal. Yeah. You know how we do it. We got a very special guest this week. We got Vado.
Hey,
Harlem legend.
What up, huh?
Mr. Hot Fisher.
Man, we got lots to talk about. I don't even know where to start, but we're just gonna get into what does it mean to have a long run. Because I will say you've had a long run, so and that's.
I mean, you know, to still be around, you know, still doing your thing, you know, still working, you know, being consistent, still giving the people what they want. You know, that's a long run. You know, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, facts.
I heard you say that you've been in the industry since you were 17.
Yeah.
What was your beginnings like? Like, where did you start?
My beginnings, I was, you know, shout out to Jay Mills, my brother. I was running around with him. So we was, you know, young, and he had the spotlight. So I was just his guy. Then, you know, he put me on a few tracks. He actually inspired me to rap, you know.
That's why.
That's how I heard about you.
Yeah.
When he said your name on the No 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 track,
Exactly.
yeah, he was like,
exactly.
Vado. I was like, who's Vado?
Yeah.
That's fire.
So then when I seen your name again, I'm like, oh, that's Vado.
Yeah. Exactly.
I had seen that y'all came up tagging. Like doing art
graffiti
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's cool because it's one of them parallels that we always see between like art, graffiti, hip hop, and now cannabis and all of that.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Do you feel like is there any big pieces? Like, do you have anything like special ones that you remember from back in the day that was a favorite?
Yeah, my favorite piece was, I could still draw it to this day too. A kid just, you know, he got his hat to the back, snap cap to the back, and he blowing weed out his mouth, and the smoke. I tagged my name in graffiti.
That's fire.
Word.
See, and that's it right there.
Yeah.
This kid smoking weed was the art.
With the art,
it's
and the way it
my
all-
tag name was
connection of
Cree.
everything.
It was Cree at the time, CREE.
Oh yeah.
It was just some shit I made up, like cute, real, everything else type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
but
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
how important was graffiti culture like back in that time in hip hop? It was
That
like
was the shit.
It was one of the, you know, graffiti,
Yeah.
breakdancing, fucking
Yeah.
DJing, MCing, you know, and it's expanded since then. And there's like, now I'm hearing people say Fifth Element, Sixth Element, all that, you know. But back then, in the like late '90s, that's what it was. And graffiti was a huge,
Graffiti was the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we was doing heavy. You know, tagging up. We was calling it bombing.
bombing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I saw somebody recently bomb the whole train in New York, like recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still at it. Love
Yeah,
it.
that was the
I
thing.
support it.
That ain't never
You know,
gonna
you
die.
take the like we used to do shit like with the spray paint with the sprayer. We'll make it like open it up more, the whole pores, so it could spray out like. Pause. It sounds like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
safe
Like
space.
thick
It's all right.
shit, pause, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know,
So,
word.
yeah.
That was our highlights.
That's fire though.
Marcus with the shaker.
Yeah, speaking of spray, we one of the hottest topics that we get into. We get a lot of comments on the clips about spray pack. What's your feeling on spray pack? We ask everybody who comes on.
What's that?
See, that's what I'm
That's the
saying.
perfect
like,
answer.
That's
I
the
love
best
it.
answer possible. Like, so there's
Great
this
answer.
phenomenon where people are spraying terps on on the packs, like
Flavoring.
a subpar pack, like a flavor.
Okay.
And people want that shit. Like we were very surprised.
You know
'cause
the
when we
brand
first
Sprinkles?
heard about it.
Yeah.
That spray,
Spray
pack.
pack.
On the weed?
Sprinkles
Spray
is spray
tur-
pack.
the
Yeah.
spray pack.
They spray the flavor on.
And you spray it on the weed.
yeah. They spray the flavor on. It's
I
not
think
natural
it's just
flavor.
because that's just some new shit.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, Photon. What's the shit called? People be putting on it. People like putting on their weed now. The Grabber. That's Grabber.
Oh,
Grabber, yeah.
Some shit like that.
But that's
So-
more like Grabba's more like a spliff, like
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
for tobacco heads.
Yeah, it's just mixing tobacco. Or it's like smoking a blunt or whatever, and then doing it with papers. But like the spray pack is like
It's like artificially flavoring the weed.
flavored. It makes the weed louder.
All right.
And tastes better, but it's almost like, or it tastes like a vape kind of. It's like
Alright.
these kids that so there's like a whole fucking trend of it. So we're just
Weed
yeah,
tasting
yeah.
like cotton candy.
But
and
you know
shit
what?
like
The
that, and, like
trendsetters,
strawberry
most of the
shortcake.
trendsetters that have been on the show don't know shit about it. So it's fucking that's a good thing. I like that, cause fuck spray pack. That's our feeling, right? General. Still to this, I mean, it varies week to week, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. That's never going to get to my way.
Yeah. No, we don't smoke it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Send that shit my way.
I don't like my weed fruity. I mean, besides,
Yeah.
the weed, not
The weed,
the color.
Right,
Not-
exactly.
yeah.
Unless it's
Yeah.
supposed to be fruity by its own.
Yeah, exactly.
But by itself, yeah, you got to grow good weed that has the
Yeah,
terps
exactly.
in it. You can't add the terps to it. That's cheating.
Oh, first, are we gonna be getting a new slime flu soon?
Yeah, definitely. The album UCLA, V-Day 5, just for the ladies. Something Special, which is a tape, all produced by 38 Special.
Oh, beautiful. We just had a special here a couple weeks ago.
Oh, word? That's my guy.
Yeah.
Love 38.
Yeah, shout out Special, man.
Shout out Splash.
Now, is
real
that
ones.
you and Special, or is that like a collab with him and a bunch of different artists?
Just producing.
Just
It's all
that's
me.
produced
Yeah,
it,
it's just
yeah.
produced.
Like how he was talking.
Right,
And-
right, right.
and that
So-
it's his
and you
record.
rapping
Yeah,
and him
him
for the
Like he
whole
did with-
album.
like he did with
Yeah.
Graps.
Yeah, that's fire. That's
Yeah,
fire.
and it's hard too. It's hard, man. It might be one of my best tapes.
That's good.
Word.
I love to hear
Yeah.
that.
Because I just
so it's
went-
coming out on Trust, I assume, right?
Yeah, because that's one of them tapes where I'm just spitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just spitting.
Yeah,
That's what we
yeah.
want to hear.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
need
even
that.
lying. Slime Flu 1's one of my favorite albums ever. Like, that's
Yeah,
like
good
one of them
looking.
perfect pieces. Like, you don't want to skip the track. It's like front to back shit for real.
Good looking, man.
And
Appreciate it.
yeah, just got to
So,
give me
yeah,
your
so-
flowers on that one.
So yeah, that's the tapes. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like some shit that I'm fucking waiting on, bro. That
Oh
shit,
nah,
that
yeah,
shit.
definitely. I'm trying to, cause I might do like a drop them all like in the same month type shit, man.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
flood.
just flood them.
Yeah, just flood them all summer. So
That's what's up.
that's what I'm working on.
I like that.
Even one a month would be dope too.
Yeah, one a month.
one a month.
Exactly. All summers starts June, July, and August.
That's that. Oh, you about to own the summer with that shit.
Hell yeah.
Facts.
Definitely got some shit on there.
That's dope that you said you're dropping a album all for the ladies, because in my opinion, like what you do when you make the records for the ladies, they go crazy every
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah,
you understand that that's like
exactly.
a huge fan base for you is the ladies, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
Shout
another
out to
one
them.
of those bridging the gap moments where it's like you speaking to the ladies, but you also giving an outlet for the dudes to be when they chilling with their lady. You know what I mean? It's something to
Exactly.
play. So it's because it's not just like
And you know,
I love
sometimes
you, I love
dudes,
you,
you know,
like,
dudes will be in their thoughts all day. They saying shit in their mind, but they not telling her.
right.
So, that's my job. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You might just say, let me put on this V shit so she can know where the fuck I'm coming from right now. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
For sure.
So,
Do
That's
you
what's up.
find it's difficult for you to like come up with those types of things, or is it
nah,
just
that's
come
the
naturally?
easiest shit. Yeah, that's the easiest shit in the book when it comes to that.
You be
'cause-
grabbing from real life experiences.
Exactly.
That-
Exactly.
that- it shows. You could tell.
Yeah, exactly.
You can tell that when you speaking
because
on us.
you barely even rhyming. You just talking.
You're just
Right.
You
talking.
know what I'm saying? You
Just
really just
expressing.
talking, expressing your feelings, man.
It's like it just happens to rhyme.
Exactly.
Or I feel
Very
that.
therapeutic.
So oversaturating when you got like a fan base like that too, like consumers that actively look for you to drop. Like
Yeah.
they're not gonna be like, "Oh, Vado dropped again."
Yeah, now they're gonna
They
be like, yo,
expect
when's that? Oh,
Yeah,
Vado
like,
dropped
even if
again.
it's back to back to back, and
Yeah,
next month,
facts.
like people are gonna be hyped off that.
Yeah. Definitely.
I definitely agree there.
What is your smoking like? Like, are you do you smoke all the time? Or are you smoking only
Nah,
in the studio?
I'm actually an occasionally smoker. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
smoke occasionally.
Fair
Like, if I'm in the studio and I want to sound mellow on a certain track, I roll one just so I could, you know, sometimes I be too aggressive. So it cool me out for them cool tracks. Then if I'm done recording, I roll one to listen to it. You know,
Process.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to smoke constantly because it get me dumbfounded. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I be in the streets and I be pinoid and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's especially the type of weed now.
Yeah.
That shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it wasn't like that back in the days, you know?
Yeah.
Was that
So-
always the case, or was there ever a time where you was just like a heavy smoker?
Oh, nah, I was a heavy smoker coming up. Definitely a heavy smoker. Constant,
Got you.
non-stop, you know?
What's
Do
your
you
favorite
feel like
strain?
when you fell back from smoking a little bit, that's when things started taking off more for you?
Nah, it's the same thing, but it just, like, you gotta understand, you know, when you get older, when you smoke, it makes you eat a lot, puts you to sleep. Next thing you know, you smoke 2 or 3 blunts, your whole day done went by, you ain't have nothing accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So it was
fact.
it was more me like, let me get my shit done, do what I gotta do. Smoke when I feel like relaxed, I know I ain't got nothing to do. So that's why I say occasional,
Yeah. Makes sense.
you know.
What's your
Or if
favorite?
I'm in a party and it's going on, you know it's lit, roll one. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
What's your favorite strain of all time?
I gotta go sour.
Yeah.
Sour. We were about to say sour or haze, but it's
Yeah.
sour over haze. Yeah.
When sour hit the street, we was plucking that
Same.
haze away, man.
Yeah.
Like, you
Same.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That sour was different.
Yep.
Different. I'm not even gonna lie, too, some good chocolate. Like
I ain't seen
Branson,
some chocolate in 15.
that
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
Branson
20 years.
chocolate. You know what I'm saying? It was this spot we called the ice cream shop in Harlem. They had that good chocolate, and that chocolate used to have me blasted. Like it was hard to get. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even
Yeah.
just go in there and get it. You had to know someone and know someone.
Yeah.
But it was well worth it. Word.
The chocolate doesn't get talked about enough, I feel like.
For
Yeah,
real.
It was
Bro.
like a big part of New York City
real.
weed.
It was.
like,
It was.
And
New
it's
York
like-
State
was.
weed. Like that's
Right.
they had to chalk it out
no
here. but-
seeds, none of that. That's straight good chocolate. That Jamaican chocolate.
Yeah. That
Now
shit
you
was.
fucked up.
That was a vibe for sure. That was
Get
a that was
skipped
an
over in
era.
the haze and the OG,
Yep.
or in the
Yeah,
sour
now the haze. I'm
conversation.
a haze guy. I love sour too. Sour's my shit, but I'm a haze guy. Used to go up to 170.
I'm
Nah, I
sour
was up
for
at
sure.
178, but
Yeah.
still like
Right,
the
that's
Dominicans.
still up there. Yeah, the heights.
upstairs,
Yeah, the
up in
haze.
heights.
They always had the best haze.
Yeah, facts.
Broadway
facts.
all the way up.
Broadway all the way
Get the
up.
best
yeah.
haze.
Dykeman, yeah.
Word
Being from
up.
Harlem, were you ever able to?
Autobahn.
Autobahn, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being from Harlem, did you ever were you there smoking during the time of the Branson packs and stuff?
Nah, I was young for the Branson era. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I just like compared. It was my spot was the
Was the ice cream
the
shop?
ice cream shop,
That had,
ice cream
yeah.
parlor. Yeah, they had that kind of Branson type.
Yeah.
Do you remember
But
your
I
first
heard
time
the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first time smoking?
Damn. Nah, I really don't. I really don't. I just know, coming up, that was the thing. It's like I had, you had to get high. Like,
Word. Right
Yeah.
passage.
you ain't want to be, you know what I'm saying, all day. That was the thing. Niggas, we'll have a certain time where we all go buy some weed and go smoke together. And when they keep coming back and forth, like you smoke, you
Yeah,
pass, someone
passing
else.
off. Yeah,
The
The
ciphering.
cipher. Yeah, you're rapping and shit.
Rapping and shit.
Yeah.
That was the shit.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
That was the like we looked forward to them shits like events.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a fact.
Word.
It's funny too, because I used to think that I was an isolated event for me doing that with my boys, because we used to do that every day, linking up and smoking in the car and then
Yeah.
rapping. But then now you grow up and it's like,
Word.
Every-
But
damn
it's
near
just
everybody in
crazy
this
how
room
niggas
used
used
to
to
do
be
that same
excited. Like we ciphering, I'm smoking, and I'm getting excited because my man just pulled out another Dutch. And he
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
this. He like, oh, it's lit.
Oh, this
It's
one,
lit.
another one.
We're
yeah.
gonna keep going.
Keep
And it was the
going.
Dutch
Like,
days,
oh
too.
shit.
Word up.
Word.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's why it's important that we have these conversations, because it's so linked all together. Cannabis, hip hop, like I don't know if I would have gotten into music the same way that I was into it without smoking weed when I was a kid and then being in ciphers and spitting with people, fucking making beats and shit and doing.
I wrote a lot of my illest shit high.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, you just be thinking some other shit, man.
I wrote all
tap
my
in.
shit high.
For real.
Everything.
That's why, thanks to the phone, even when you just be high, you think of some shit like, oh, should we
Put in
type that in?
I got a voice
Put
recorder
that in the
too.
notes.
Voice recorder works too.
Word.
Yo, so you work with so many fucking people in the game too, though. Like, I want to get into that a little bit. Just your actual long run. Like, I know long run is your thing, is one of your things, and like, but because it's real, it's authentic. It's authentically you. You've been in this game doing it since the J Mills days.
Yeah.
Like doing the battle rap shit, doing the mixtape scene for such a long time. You were with Dipset. You were fucking did a run with DJ Khaled. Now you're rocking with Mary J. Blige. Like that is some legendary shit, bro. Like
Yeah, nah, it's a blessing, man.
yeah, and it's a long run.
I was about to say that. That's the definition of a long run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You don't stop. You
don't
keep
stop.
going.
Keep going.
Yeah, there's multiple eras of Vado. Like there's and it's like whole multiple year stretches.
Word up.
It's a real long run for real.
Do you have a favorite era?
I mean, of course, I would say the Cam era. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was special for real.
Yeah, it was a special time.
It was.
a special
It
time.
It was a defining moment, for sure.
Summer Jam.
Because
When I went out, because, I'm rapping, it's quiet. I'm rapping Stop at 5. And I feel like it's quiet. I feel like the crowd is just looking at me. They not, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I just rapping. Next thing you know, when they go to the hook and the DJ Mo Sticky stopped it, and when the whole crowd says stop at 5, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I know that because that was a mixtape record.
That was a big record though. Like that shit. That shit was ringing off though.
Oh shit, the whole crowd. And
You're like, oh,
That was when you knew, like, oh, all right, we here.
Yeah, that's
when I
fucking.
knew I was doing my thing, dude.
Yeah.
That's an ill moment, though.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was the
For
illest
real.
moment.
That's fine.
Illest. That was more ill to me than, playing all the other records and they going crazy and knowing it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that was a mixtape.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
I wasn't supposed to do that, but it did.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
You
That
still on your polo shit?
Rugby,
Rugby.
yeah,
Throwback rugby? You still doing the old?
I mean, I still
getting
got some of
vin-
my old rugby.
I bet.
So I still wear that.
I was gonna ask, you still miss rugby?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, yeah, man, definitely.
That was-
Rugby was it,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
rugby was the best of both. It had that that hip hop look, but also that grown man look.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's when I was doing cardigans, a lot, sweaters. And,
I like how they ran with the skulls and shit too instead of the horses.
Yeah.
That like the skull was their horse. Like that shit was fire. Like
rugby was a thing. I remember when it first opened downtown.
man, you put me onto it, bro. Like you was a fucking icon,
I
man.
found that shit
like
on
for
the
real.
humbug, just
Yeah.
like shopping downtown, and we like, what the fuck, rugby? And like, that's polo. We went in there, and then they had the spot where you go get your numbers and patches. We like, what the fuck we just ran into?
Yeah.
And it was up from there.
Could you talk about the difference between celebrity and influence? Because you were the type, and still the type, that you influenced a whole generation. Like, because of you, everybody was wearing rugbies. Because of you, everybody was using a certain type of lingo. And, like, there's rappers that's the biggest rappers in the world. They could wear that hat, and nobody will want to wear it. But because you're wearing it, everybody's going to want that hat. What's the difference between the influence you have and just being a celebrity?
I mean, that was the plan. You know what I'm saying? I'll be lying if I tell you that all wasn't planned. That was planned.
So
from-
intention.
yeah, like,
How do you get,
because I was already influencing in my hood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I already knew, I'm gonna get on, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put them on the slime talk, I'm gonna put them on to this check scamming shit we doing, like, I'm gonna put them on to our rugby style, like, that was all planned, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always, like, but that's me being me.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, watch, when I get on, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So when I got with Cam, I made sure I ran with it. Like that was all planned. Yo, I'm only wearing rugby. I'm gonna show them how to do this patchwork. Cause I know if I see somebody else doing it, they got it from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna just talk slime, cause all we used to talk was slime on the block. Slime this, slime that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna show them my hood. Cause it's like really just you showing them your hood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when a person hear all that, they be like, oh, you sound like Vado. They be like, nigga, I'm from his, you know, we from the same hood.
Authentic.
Yeah.
It's authentic, so.
And you're still doing it. Like, you know, leather's always been in, but before the leather era really came back, the 80s, you in the Jeff Hamiltons, you kind of brought that back to the forefront. Like, what is it about you though? Like, you really be setting trends and.
I mean, I've been doing that shit all my life, man. So you know what I'm saying?
You just know what it is.
Just, yeah,
right?
it's that it. We call it it. You feel me? It's
you
just
know
that
what it is.
When you it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm so in love with style. So I remember, you know, growing up and everybody that had the Jeff Hamilton was drug dealers, cause those was like $3,500 levers to $10,000. So, you know, we wearing Vansons and Avrexes and Pelés. They hard, but they was around the 800, you know, 700. Pele might have been 300, 400. So, you know, we fly, of course. But I'm seeing these baseball patches, basketball patches. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because it just looked different.
Yeah.
It just looked like, you know, when it came to them level bombers, this was just the big boy. This is like, you feel me? The Bentleys and the Lambs. It just, a person stood out. Then they had all red ones. It was just, oh man. I'm like, man, I need one of those. So, you know, Jeff was chilling. Jeff done retired. He was relaxing, you know. I woke that nigga up. I'm like, yo, man, where them levers at? He like, man, them just in the closet, dusted. Like, he ain't even thinking about them levers. I'm like, man, send that box. He sent me the box with all the levers. So I just started shooting videos and shit. And next thing you know, he was back in the game like he never left, man.
That's
That's
Word
what's
up.
up.
And he makes sure he always show me my love. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely stand with that.
Yeah.
That really shows how just staying true to yourself.
Yeah, that's one
just
thing.
knowing confidence, just knowing what you're doing is it.
Man, if it wasn't for my confidence, I probably wouldn't. It wouldn't be a long run. You know what I'm saying? I just can't stop because I know I'm it. You know what I'm saying? I know you keep tapping, that door bound to drop.
Yeah, you
Feel
just keep
me?
doing
It's
it.
a long run at the end of the day, and you know, it's very lucrative. This hip hop shit is different, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit could be generational wealth, or you know,
Or great living.
just great living. Exactly.
For sure.
Period.
Take
You know what I'm
care of your
saying?
peoples.
Take care
you know
of your
what I'm saying?
people's word.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for a young rapper coming up? If you could, or let me actually rephrase this. Your younger self, if you could give your younger self coming up any advice, what would that be?
Stop being humble. Stop being too cool. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit.
Yeah.
Feel me? I was real cool, quiet, humble.
Yeah.
You know, still to this day, really. You know what I'm saying? You know, even when at my highest, I never let it hit me like, damn, you know, I always just regular humble because I like just being a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like to talk too much. I do that shit in my rhymes and my look. You feel me? You gonna feel that energy before I say anything anyway.
Right, yeah.
So that's why I used to be like, they used to come off arrogant to people because you come in the room, you could be the elephant in the room, but quiet as hell. So it's like, oh, this nigga act like he can't talk to people. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So that's why I used to get a lot back then.
Okay.
Get High AF. Vapes that are an amazingly flavorful blend of quality distillate with vivid terpene infusions to create delicious flavor profiles like Raspberry Crave, which has a nice balance. It's tart yet juicy and sweet. Or try the zesty, sweet and sour snap of Electric Green Apple. or maybe a creamy, dreamy strawberry milkshake. Get high AF with amazingly flavorful terpene profiles, like the refreshing watermelon strawberry coconut blend in tiger's blood, or the wave of tangy citrus flavor and pineapple orange burst. Live an amazingly flavorful life with profiles like cantaloupe crush, like biting into a juicy sun-kissed melon, or indulge in a slice of lemon cake, reminiscent of velvety lemon icing. Get high AF.
You said before that you went to Jamaica for 6 months, but you didn't really explain why. If you mind explaining why.
Oh, yeah.
And do you
My,
have Jamaican roots?
Yeah, my pops.
Your pop. Oh, so all right.
And he was locked up in the feds at the time. Okay. So, I guess I was giving my moms a hard time. So she sent me to his family. And I stayed for 6 months. I was supposed to go to school out there, only come home for the summer. But 6 months was just too much for my aunt. She sent my ass back. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh no, this is Jamaica and he's coming in 6 in the morning. Mind, I'm only 13.
Yeah.
So she like, oh no, he hanging with these certain guys. And they was cool. They ain't never showed me nothing crazy, but she just was scared. Like, nah, I don't like the way this going. Word. And I was in the toughest school, so it was like, nah. She ain't like it.
Do you like school? Were you good at school?
No, but I wasn't no dummy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah,
Right
that's
Wow,
right.
that's
I made
fucking-
sure, I was one of those kids that barely seen him in class, but when you did, he passed them tests.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Actually, my son is kind of like that now, but he's in class. But
Okay.
every time I get on his ass, he was straight A's for the longest.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Now you got a slime flu strain, right?
yeah. On the way.
Yeah.
The way. I'm actually looking for the strain right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Looking for the perfect strain for it.
Did you find your partner yet, or?
Nah, I'm actually looking.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
After the show, I'll talk. We'll
Yeah.
talk. I could put you in touch with a lot of partners that would
All
love
right,
to do
bet.
something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely point in some right directions for real.
Oh, yeah. Can't
facts.
wait.
Cracks open.
I know my man Moolah over there cheesing ear to ear right now hearing that.
Word up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Shout out to 1937, sponsoring episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
shout
bring
out to
out the tank.
1937, man. I'm zoning to y'all shit right now.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vario, right? Is it?
Yeah,
yeah.
So we got a couple segments that we do. So we're gonna bust into these segments where we got a sneaker segment called Scotty's Kicks. Scotty has like a crazy sneaker collection. He's had hundreds of pairs. Brings a new
Probably
pair
not like
out.
Vados, but it's something. You know?
Yeah, but sneakerhead. We feel like there's a good cross section of sneaker culture, weed culture, music culture. So it's like this guy every day is fresh. I'm like, damn, you gotta start showcasing all these different shits, because he's not a dude that keeps them all locked up in his closet. He fucking wears them all the time too. So
All
like,
right.
yo, let's showcase these bitches.
Yeah.
So-
Today, had to go with the slime green.
Oh, those my shit.
the slime green, off-white rubber dunks.
Yeah, I got those. Those my shits right there.
Shout out to Virgil.
Word up. Shout out to
R.I.P.
Verge.
Word.
You know. Obvious why I picked them. You know, the slime.
yeah.
Nah, those my
But yeah.
shits.
They fire.
That's fire.
Fire.
Actually, I had the other pair on the Jadakiss episode, I think. Yeah, it was the Jada episode. I brought the UNC colorway.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
So what we do?
Slimes.
What we supposed to do? We supposed to rank it?
Nah, we
Nah,
just
just
showcasing it,
showcase the
tell
pair,
a little
talk a
history
little bit
about it,
the,
you know?
the sneaker and shit. Like little,
Do a little something with it.
But where does that sneaker rank in your?
yeah, you can rank it definitely.
Out of the off-whites, it was one of the most slept on out of the off-whites.
For sure.
You had to just know that sneaker, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was definitely one of my favorites. I rank it top 5. I rank it top 5.
Yeah, I was surprised it didn't do as well.
Because it was slept on.
I
Ain't
mean,
nobody
yeah.
peep it really.
You know, it resold for, a good little amount, but, not like
It
some of
caught
the
on
other
late.
shit did.
People
It also
caught-
came out, after a lot of the other off-white shit already came out. You know, you wearing off-whites right now, right? Yeah, you got the off-white fives.
These my favorite.
Yeah,
these my favorite.
I like the fire red pair too.
The red pair.
It's the
tan,
white
the
pair.
cream with
Well, yeah, it's like the fire. It's supposed to be like the fire red pair, but
Yeah,
it's like it's
I
kind
got
of like a
those
cream
too.
color though.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely fire.
Yeah, I got those. And the cream on cream 4s is one of my favorite too.
Oh yeah, yeah, beautiful
Yeah,
pair.
those hard,
Yeah.
hard.
What you think of the SB4s?
They cool.
I like the green pair way
I like
better
the green
than the
pair,
navy.
Yeah, way better than the
Yeah.
navy blue pair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I like the navy too. You know, Yankees colors, kind of New York vibes, but
But yeah.
I like the Sylvester 4s and the red Air 4s right now.
Yep. That's a really good shoe. Really good shoe.
Yep. Word.
Yes.
Fuck it. See that I knew he'd like this guy's fucking sneaker taste. This guy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're fucking,
Shit.
You guys know fucking
You know how
a
many
lot
cues
about
I took from him through the years, man?
Exactly. You see?
Fuck.
Nah,
Trendsetting.
That's a dope moment right there too.
Yeah, it really is.
Nah, cause that's what you know you want to put niggas on, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I'm gonna rock my shits like this, put niggas on, you know what I'm saying,
Word.
see if niggas fuck with it.
And Scotty
was,
does
you
that
know?
too. I've seen in the shop. I've literally seen multiple occasions where he be educating on like, nah, you want to go in this direction, and he's like, nah, don't get these, get these. You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
you gotta intervene with your friend. Like,
Nah, definitely.
don't do that.
I
Don't
do
do
it all
that.
the time.
Don't do that.
all the time.
Like, let me save you real quick.
Word up.
Word up. I think is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's your
Is it my
turn. So now, we do every episode. Jay spits a acapella. So we're on like episode. I don't know. We definitely have like 40 something in the can.
Mm-hmm.
So he's at a 16, or sometimes a whole fucking song. But he does. So you know, he's a fucking Rolodex of shit. Just pulls it out.
Word.
Yeah, me hear son.
Yeah.
Got you. I said, why don't you tell me? I make that funky shit. I know you smell me. I'm in my bag, yeah. I'm in my LV. Ain't got a deal, but I don't know spiel, so I make it reels and I'm taking selfies. I'm in the cut, be moving stealthy. Some of this stuff could get overwhelming. Been talking to my homie and she told me something that helped me. My soul is made up of gold and they tryna mold me, they tryna melt me. But if I don't give them the control, I know it's only gonna compel me. My theory, as soon as I catch a groove, now what can they tell me? No, really. So many subs, my YouTube look like a deli. I'm speaking it into existence, cause right now my page is empty, but you're gonna see the persistence, cause I promise I got plenty. Sometimes I can feel the resistance and it's cool, it don't offend me, cause one of the chicks on your hit list got some news she about to send me. I don't name names in your Xbox, I don't play games, wasn't dirty macking, but she heard me rapping and I swear it's kinda like the same thing. Finished coming at the same time, she said damn, it's like we got the same brain. It was so great, took a smoke break, then we had to work it out. A-gang, had to hit her with the bang bang, now she trying to get a ring ring. Shorty, we could get it insured, but I ain't really trying to state claims. Bought me a pair of sweatpants, Gary, you ain't slick with them great things, but dang-a-lang, give me dang-a-lang, I know you just wanna see me hang. She told that other dude, get this step in, I'm the real daddy. I should be sucking me, I confess it made me real happy. I hit the plug up and told him I'm coming, he threw a field at me. We in New York, but there's so much bud, you think that we in Cali. My pockets ain't bulging, but my conscience is open. My comments may be dry, but I still keep my lady soaking. I used to ride the beat, but lately these days I be floating high. I'm lyrics, nice to meet you, now you can continue scrolling. Buddha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
I
intro.
like that. I like
to your
that.
joint.
Theory, yes, sir.
Buddha, 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 Buddha.
Buddha, Buddha. So that's the intro off of my album that I just dropped. Produced by Merc right there.
Yeah,
He made all the beats for me.
I was just talking about that intro, right? Right
Yeah,
before.
yeah. It's a really
Probably
like
like
we
an
put a
hour
lot
and a
of
half
work
ago.
into it.
Hard
Yeah.
beat to that.
Yeah. It's a hard ass beat, definitely.
Yeah.
It was a
Now,
fucking that
that's
project is something special. We worked on it for a long time, really hard. It's so far the reviews have been stellar. So just we love it. We appreciate the
yes.
love and the
Go check that out.
support. Check it out.
On all platforms right now. Composition, CALM. It's the double EP. First half is the ego. Second half is the self. Go see what's up with it.
All right.
It's fire. It
Good
really is.
looking out. Good looking out. Appreciate you.
I was impressed.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank y'all
Okay.
for believing me. I know I say this every episode, but it's always nice to have people around you. I'm sure you
The
you know how
support,
that
yeah.
feels.
Yeah, nah,
have
you got
people
the
around
team
push
gotta
you to the
support.
The
top.
team gotta support you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Word up.
It's a team sport.
Like I said, you gotta know you got this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's
To get
beautiful.
this.
Exactly.
That's what's beautiful about hip hop. It's the only genre that's like actually a sport. Like it's competitive, like legitimately. And there's no other genre like that.
Yeah.
None.
You know what I'm saying? But the goal is to only be competing with yourself.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
just
Making yourself better.
absolutely
know.
learning from your mistakes.
Learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Have no regrets at the same time, though. You know, because it makes you, because you, you got to go through it to get through it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So-
I know exactly what you're talking about too, because
You
it's
know.
like you might even hear one of your old songs and be like, "Oh, I could have said this, or I could have changed this a little bit better," but that's just showing you the growth
The
that
growth.
The growth.
you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
You gotta appreciate
And
your
like you
growth.
say, you got to go
appreciate
through it
Like,
to
I
get
listen-
to it.
I record songs and go home, listen to them, and always go, go change it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you might,
Right.
more bars might come and say, oh, I can make this bar tighter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Change this word around. It'll mean the same thing, but it'll rhyme three times better.
And
Yeah.
Mace showed me that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, take it home, listen to it.
You wake up with fresh ears. That's just
Yeah, wake up.
You be
Yeah.
thinking like, damn, nigga don't like
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what you mean?
Oh, my
You don't
God.
go listen to it. Like,
The
you know,
next
to
morning?
change it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Next morning makes sound crazy.
But be careful you don't get demoitis. That's the other shit, because you might listen to some shit so many times and then it get mixed.
Yeah.
And the mix will sound better, objectively better, but you're like, damn, I think I like the old version
Yeah,
better.
it just doesn't
'cause
sound right to you.
It just
anymore.
doesn't
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
right to you
That
anymore.
happens
All the time, right?
You go and set up studio time just to fix something. Then when you fix it, you like,
It's not
nah,
better.
keep the old.
Yeah,
yeah,
Word.
Yeah. Me and Merc used to do so many of them.
So many of them shits, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I just gave you that.
Vado,
Same
could
way.
you talk about the importance of mentorship? Because I feel like in the rap game, it's a lot of artists that kind of stop themselves from going further because they think they know everything or they don't allow themselves to get mentored through this. And I feel like you would probably say like Cam was a mentor to you. Even having a veteran like Mary J. Blige, have you always knew that mentorship was important to have in this game?
I mean, mentorship is important when you in the streets.
Right.
So I was already being mentored in the streets. So I always, not, like appreciated it. I was one of those types to run under you just to be mentored. So, and I was blessed to get in the game and get with someone that I looked at as one of them, which is Cam. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, so to be mentored by him, of course I was soaking everything in. Then I got with Khaled and I'm soaking everything in with him, and these are like quotable type of guys. You feel me? Everything they say is a quote. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit. So yeah, that's blessings. Then, of course Mary is a blessing, cause she's so down to earth, so you need to be mentored. I mean, shit, if this era was being mentored, there wouldn't be so many in jail and dead. You know what I'm saying? But this new era, these little niggas ignorant. They don't want to hear none of that shit. Word. So
What was something you learned early on that you applied to all your situations? Signing was.
I mean, that's the easiest, answer to don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Everything I've been through, it was the type of shit that you'll quit over, You get frustrated. And, it's hell no. Like I said, my confidence never left. So I just don't
concept
stop.
that's like that has been repeated amongst every successful person we interview is that you do the thing. You don't stop doing it. You just keep doing it.
Keep doing
You
it.
just do it. As soon as you stop and you lose that momentum, and it's much harder to.
Very hard.
Yeah, you gotta
Very
just keep
harder.
going. Just
Gotta
keep going. Just push. You know what I mean? It's
I
fucking.
gotta keep going. It's cause it was a time where dudes will see me, be like, yo, V, what up? When's your next shit? Like, when's something new? Like, nigga, I just dropped something yesterday. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, that shit was happening for a minute. So you like, that right there could frustrate you. You know what I'm saying? When you putting out and you working your ass off,
Yeah.
but everybody ain't getting it. But that's when I learned, you know, your marketing got to be bigger than the actual product. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell the product. So, because if you're not letting everybody know your song is out, how would they find out?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's when I knew I wasn't marketing enough. Like, I wasn't taking that to, you know, as hard as I should.
Yeah, because the game
People get
shifted,
lazy too
right?
when they're older. As
Yeah,
the older they get too.
they got a short expansion. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to hear like 5 songs. They want one song to be about 2 minutes tops.
Right.
You know, that's just the new shit now.
Yeah, everything's made to stream. That's why.
Yeah.
You know, takes a long time. Like, make a 7-minute song, 6-minute song. Like,
A long run will take you
that's
through a bunch of eras.
You know, you
were
can get 3 streams in that time. Like,
you were like doing fucking CDs, I bet, right? You were probably burning CDs and fucking handing them bitches out, right?
Yeah,
like that was the era. That's what a long run will do. You'll be that.
Yeah.
You'll be doing that shit, finding the best
I
place.
started off doing that with Mills.
Yeah.
And handing out T-shirts.
And yeah.
Yeah. Handing out Wanna Blow T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? With Mills, yeah.
were you at the Murder Mook battle back in the day?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there.
That had to been.
Man.
That was like a historic
Shout out
one.
to-
That was a
shout out to
historic one.
Mook.
Yeah,
But
for
I
real.
ain't fuck
Shout
with
out
him
to
for a
Mook.
long time after that shit.
Yeah.
Nah,
Nah, hell no.
nah, I was a.
Okay, me
that
and
was-
my niggas was just talking about that shit in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was legendary shit.
Yeah.
When I first started
You gotta be a
watching
legend.
battles, that was one of the ones I seen.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
yeah.
I feel like that was a lot of people's first introduction into battles.
Yeah.
Time frame.
Murder Mook and Party Artie too. That was one of the first ones I
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that one too. Party Artie shit.
Hell yeah, Party Artie was underrated.
Yeah.
Quick question about Harlem. So don't get me wrong, Harlem is always popping, but right now we're having like each borough is having their time. Started with Brooklyn drill, then you got like the Queens with the sexy drill, and Harlem had a moment that's probably one of the most important New York moments, like in my era, to get light music and that whole sound and stuff like that. How influential was that sound to you? And I know you're a little older than that, and what do you think Harlem needs to get that next era or be the next borough to have like that defining sound?
That like Big L type sound. That's what I grew up on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Big L, that RZA. You know what I'm saying? RZA, that Wu-Tang sound.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. RZA had it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And now it's back. That
Yeah.
whole Griselda movement and the whole.
That Havoc. Yeah, now it's
Yeah,
back. So
yeah,
I'm gonna keep it
that
100.
shit.
Shout out to Griselda because
Yeah.
they definitely inspired me to keep going. Like, oh
Facts.
nah.
They inspired a lot of
Oh,
people.
you brought,
Yeah.
you brought the spitters back? Oh, this niggas is talking.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta get in this shit.
Ransom comes out of retirement.
Facts.
Yeah, Ransom.
Where my notebook at?
It brought a lot of
He's
us.
like, I don't gotta write.
It brought all the spitters. Like niggas who really get busy. Like, oh
yeah.
nah, okay.
Yeah, that's a
This-
fact.
It's a beautiful
this is
thing.
my
It's a
type of
beautiful
shit.
thing, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so
everybody
Shout out
was
to
sitting and
Griselda.
listening to the old stuff, and then now we got something new. So then like we get them fresh little bars running through, and then
Exactly.
get
And
your
the
own
bars
fresh
are,
little bars.
and,
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
everybody's cooking too, though.
Word,
They're
cooking.
That is that level of competition, but it's not competition. It's just it's inspiration.
Yes,
it's being
inspiration, for
inspired by and being like, but if I'm gonna put my hat in the ring with this shit, I better be saying some
Hey,
shit.
so yeah,
Right.
yeah, because you know it's not like I always tell niggas, it's not competition. It's damn, I just had the fucking word. I'm high, man.
It happens every episode with us,
Not
man.
it's not competition. It's complimenting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna compliment your shit, so I'm gonna go
Yes.
off.
Yeah.
You just killed it. I'm about to kill it.
right.
Or keep complimenting each other. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's like for one of them tracks where you hear one dude spitting, and then the next one to come in with the same bar and just be like, you're gonna
can't
pick
come
up,
on whack and you just killed it.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
for
So
sure, for
we
sure.
compliment you.
bringing the best out of each other.
Exactly. Exactly. Because at the end of the day, I always say, like, I don't try to kill a nigga on the track. I just try to do me to the T. So at the end of the day, if he got a harder verse, they gonna say, oh, such and such killed that shit.
Right.
But Vado held it down though, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? I
right.
like Vado shit, or this nigga be like, yo, I like Vado shit better. Or like, yo, I like his better. Like,
Right.
keep it like that. You feel me?
For
I don't want to
sure.
hear, oh, that nigga Vado shit was trash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Homie
Can't be
killed
that.
you. Vado, he ain't do right. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I just don't want to hear that.
I feel like we all as rappers, we trying to be the best, and I'm sure like at some point in time as a lyricist, every single one of us has written at least one bar saying, I'm killing these rappers, or ain't nobody nicer than
Of
me, or
course.
something like that. And it's like, obviously we can listen as fans of the genre and know that there might be somebody out here who might have said some things that are better than some of the things that I've said. You know what I mean? But for right now, I have this spotlight, this beat, this song, this is my time, so I am the best. I'm the best, and you can't tell me anything different because you're listening to me right now. You know what I'm saying? I get to show you.
Your confidence is what's going to get you there, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For
That's
sure.
the first thing you got to have in this shit. How can you be in this and don't and not confident about yourself?
Right.
And it's sad. It's a lot of people that's like that too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
there is,
saying?
there
They
is.
in the game,
Right.
wealthy, winning, but they ain't that. You know, that confidence ain't as they just,
I feel like you got to come with how you were saying. You got to come with that individuality, like how you had that it. You didn't really have to think about it. Like you had
you
your
weren't
stuff that
following
already
anybody.
worked
Yeah.
around you. You
Yeah,
know
when
what I
you got
mean? And
that
worked in
it,
your
you just
circle. So
got
you
it,
just
man.
introduce that to the people.
Yeah.
That's the same type of deal. That's where that confidence comes from. It's like you just have whatever it is that works for you, whatever makes you feel like you have your identity,
exactly.
and give it to the world. You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
Without holding back.
Sometimes you gotta have that Jordan mentality, that Mamba mentality. See, Jordan used to make himself mad at people. So I'm gonna
Find
kill this
reasons,
nigga. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He used to find reasons.
I took
and
that
shit.
personal.
Exactly. So sometimes when I be writing, I do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I find reasons to go hard.
Yes. Yep.
Like, feel
It's
me?
true. That's like sometimes you hear a beat and it'll have like an emotion to it, like it'll be a breakup song, and you'll be in a happy relationship, chilling, everything good, but like I'm gonna write the fuck out of this
Yeah,
breakup
like,
song.
I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
be
sound
like,
like
oh,
I'm going
niggas-
through something right now, but you don't even know. You know
Pulling from
what I mean?
experience.
Yeah, you tell you something like, oh, niggas is playing with me. Oh, niggas don't want to hear me. Niggas acting like they ain't fucking with my shit.
Right.
All right,
a
I got
fact.
something for you.
Yep.
So that mentality, nigga, you can't lose.
Who's your favorite producer to work with?
Oh man.
Or a couple, if you don't want
Yeah,
to
you
name just
tried
one.
it.
Yeah. You know, just
You try
you
niggas
can
like,
give a little list. You ain't got
with
to
the
rank
side eye
them.
would be down like.
You ain't got to rank them.
Nah, but my dag man, so many. Zoo, my man Zoo, my man Half, GP, my man GP, of course A-Rab. You know, 38 is starting to be one of my favorites since
Oh,
we
yeah.
starting to work now. I fucks with his shit. That's about it.
38 knows how to make beats for spitters because he's a fucking spitter.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know
sure he's
what I
a
mean?
fan of
So-
you too, legitimately.
yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
definitely.
you know,
Now, like in the same respect, he's like, all right, I'm about to do this project with Vado. I better make these shits bang. I gotta see what I gotta send them because I'll tell you right now, it's from a producer piece, like trying to pick the beats that I gotta send to the fucking artist is so hard to be like to be all right. This is the one because you got hundreds. I'm sure he's got hundreds of beats.
Yeah.
He'd be making beats like a motherfucker, like so. That's fucking.
Nah,
you got
I
or
listen
you got
to
to
your
go in.
shit. I
And,
fucks with your shit.
that's what's up.
Yeah, that shit was sounding good money when old boy sent it.
Let's get some. We can get some work in, bro.
and this dude will take a song that's recorded on another beat, just build a whole new thing around it, like
Right.
just like really build a. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can do a
Call it
lot
the
of
treatment.
that.
Yeah, the
We call it
treatment.
the treatment. Yeah, people like when I was running the studio.
Like, we could
that's
keep
what a
the
lot
old
of people
version,
would
but
do. They'd
hardly
come
ever
through
is it
with
better, you know?
some shit off YouTube that they wrote to, but they're not trying to go get the rights to that shit. They're like, yo, make me something like this, like something that's like, and it'll never be exactly like that.
it never even sounds
it
like
won't
it.
even sound
Yeah,
the same at all. But it has a
Same key
vibe.
and shit,
It'll
like-
be because if they're singing over, it got to be the same key. But it'll have a vibe that they're looking for somehow. Still,
Composition is that. My album.
Yeah, the whole album is
My
like
album is
that.
that.
And it makes it so that people can be at home right into some shit that they found on a whim, and then they don't. You know what I mean? It works out really well. That was definitely an era for me musically, doing a lot of that shit. Yeah.
Cause I was skeptical at first. Like I've never done that. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no way I'm gonna like the new version better.
Yeah.
And I did.
And you did.
I definitely did. Yeah. Definitely killed
Yeah.
it.
Do you have any dream collabs? I see you got a lot of dope features, but like, is there anything you haven't checked off the list yet?
Shit, Nas, Hov.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's really it. You know.
Speaking of Nas, you saw he's putting out a Big L album. You saw that?
Yeah.
That's kinda crazy.
That's dope. That's dope.
It's long overdue.
Yeah.
He's never really he had the big picture, but that was
They was
pretty
on the
much
same
completed. You know, what's that?
They was on the same label.
Yeah.
So yeah. They got highly respect for Big L.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Nah, L was that nigga. You know, L was a spitter and was the flyest. You know what I'm saying? I was, young, but I used to be on the corner and he'll always walk by my block to go to the pizza shop on 4th, 5th. So when he'll walk by, we always fly, like flawlessly fly. Like, if it was fly, he had it. Word.
Shout out to L
Big L
for real.
Shout out to L.
Legend.
R.I.P.
You know, that
One of my
was
favorites.
Yeah.
That's just a Harlem nigga. Talk fly, look fly.
Like was authentic. That's all, and
Exactly.
and you're there to see that shit too.
Yeah, man.
You can see the authenticity coming through.
Yeah.
Like people, like I grew up just listening to L. I never fucking met him or saw him in real life and shit. And you're like, that's fucking dope.
He was supposed to be the first Rockefeller artist, really, too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Dame was signing him.
Yeah.
Word.
That would
Dame was
have
signing him.
been crazy.
He was about to sign with The Rock.
Imagine like Biggie didn't. You would have got the commission with Jay, and Big L would have. Rock would have been crazy.
In a different fucking universe,
Yeah.
right? Well, in the metaverse out there somewhere.
Word.
Are there any could have been, would have been signings or collaborations or anything that we missed out on for Vado?
I mean, I wouldn't say missed out, but yeah, it was a few, offerings from certain artists. You know what I'm saying? Big artists that wanted to sign me
Okay,
as well.
Yeah.
that's right.
That's why. Listen, if that ain't enough to build your confidence, I don't know what is. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
All the people that saying yes, like being on the fucking.
The fact I worked with Cam, Khaled, Mary. You know what I'm saying?
Not just work with Cam, you got like 2 whole
yeah, I locked in
albums.
with Cam.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
locked in with Cam. Not like you got a song with Cam. Like you did albums with Cam.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's-
locked in, right?
yeah.
Really locked in with Cam. Learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
So, so to work with them people, just if that ain't enough to let you know you something special, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Definitely.
exactly.
It's usually a question we ask people, but you spoke on it so much. We usually ask them, what's more important, confidence or competence, knowing what you're doing and stuff. But you kind of answered it.
You
but-
already know,
so
confidence.
confidence.
Definitely, it's confidence, man. You gotta be confident about this shit.
You
gotta-
learn as you go. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real. You gotta know this shit needs you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell yeah.
That's a fact.
That's why, by him just telling me like, yo, V, when you be wearing that shit, man, we look at that shit because that's what you do it for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody watching, somebody listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can you stop that? Why
Speaking
would
of
you
which,
stop
like,
that?
I remember how crazy the Polo video was with Young Dro.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like-
I always fuck with Joe and Tip. And they was on Polo heavy.
He still is. Dro don't stop with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day still.
Yeah, Polo, man. To Denim Supply.
Yeah.
That was all my shit.
I miss that shit. They don't make that anymore, right?
I like Purple Label and Double RL right now. RRL got that good denim. You know what I'm saying? They got that good denim.
We know you got the merch going crazy, the long run merch. But would you ever
Yeah.
get deep into like the high fashion or?
I would want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I would want to.
you know how like the big fashion houses grab people up, like they got Pharrell, this, and low key they be getting all of the ideas and drip from you, Jimmy, like the real Get Flop Fab, all of these people. Would you ever consider having a position in one of the luxury houses?
Yeah,
Give
definitely.
your sauce to this.
Of course, yeah, definitely. I'm actually working on a line, a clothing line with the famous Misa Hilton. So working on like a certain type of cargo, suede cargo. You know,
All right, that's fire.
Is it cargo pants?
Mm-hmm.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be fine.
Says suede cargos though. That's some like get fly shit for real. For real.
Got the exclusive. Watch people start trying to pull out the
Yeah, word.
suede
Don't be trying to steal
cargo.
Vado's idea, man. You heard
Word
it
up.
first.
And shout your boys brand out. I don't know if you did that while we were running the cameras too.
What?
That you
Your-
rocking. Shout your
the
boys
hat.
brand out.
Oh,
Your
yeah, of
boy
course,
brand,
of course.
Yeah,
Shout out to, I'm high, man.
Yes, Buddha, Buddha.
Shout out my Slide Trap Genius, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the hat, hoodie, you know.
That's fly shit.
My guy, Rails. Keep doing your thing.
Oh
Hell
doubt.
yeah.
Word, man.
Shout out to 1937. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
Put-
1937.
Getting
man.
this
He
whole
sat me
thing
on
lit with
my ass,
us.
for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I forgot I was here. I'm going to keep it 100.
And you a hard worker because we about to get in the booth and shit, and then
Yeah.
you got a show tonight. So
Word up.
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's
You
up.
work with multiple Albany artists too, man. What's your thoughts on just Albany, upstate, our city?
I fucks with it always. Yeah, hell yeah. I fucks with Albany. Definitely.
First pack I ever fucking bought and sold was with a Harlem dude.
Oh, word?
He moved in next door in a basement apartment from 116th and Madison. His cousin got into the EOP program at SUNY Albany. I was still in high school. This little dude was still in high school too. We just bought a fucking pack. Broke that shit down to dime bags, I think, probably. Fuck it.
Crazy.
Back then. Yeah. But a Harlem dude inspired me, and that motherfucker inspired me to rap too. He was like, yo, you're fucking smart. And the way you put words together, like, I bet you're a better rapper than me. He was a rapper. He's fucking nice. R.I.P. fucking A.B. That's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, but yeah, he inspired me. A Harlem dude, seriously. Like, Harlem is fucking sent me in a direction in life. Like,
yeah.
the influence from
That's
Harlem.
what it's known to do.
It is.
You know.
Ooh, shit.
Word up.
Yeah, man, I'm
Yeah,
fucking
it's about that
stoned.
time. I'm fucking lit, man.
I think we did a great job.
Word.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for pulling up to the Stage One podcast. Yo, go get your weed at stage1dispensary.com as well. Order that shit right now for delivery. For pickup, we'll be there. You order it for pickup, come in and out 60 seconds. Let's go.
Come see us in the store.
Come see these guys
be
in the
there.
store. Swarley in the store.
We there most of the time.
Chantal in the store. Yeah, Chantal will drop your weed off for you.
And she might
on
be
a
in the store.
delivery
Word.
and in the store on certain nights. Subscribe to Rap Deals, that's a fact.
Yes.
And make sure you pull up to the store. We'll see you. Stoop to store, Legacy to Legal, Stage One podcast. You know how we do.
Rat deals, pills, and exclusive. Come slide.
I be on that OG, tell you about the OG, piling up the roaches, got me feeling rosy.